Bashar just said a very interesting question to those like myself who do sabotage themselves. I suffer very much from sabotage, or rather, I make myself suffer very much from sabotaging. So how it happens, mostly to give you examples for the future so you know what I'm talking about. Struggling immensely with going to bed early, even though I know that when I go to bed early, as well as developing my psychic awareness and having lots of dreams, I also have great sleep, and eventually my mood also becomes more stable and there's an extra energy in life. So Bashar says, or asks a question to a lady, what are you afraid would happen if you gave way to this idea not give way so much. Yes, what are you afraid would happen if you followed the path of what you want most in the world? Because this is one of the things you want most in the world. I know, Alexandra, because I speak to you often enough in your head. What are you afraid would happen? I'm asking this seriously because I want to understand why you're doing this. Please think about it and answer me honestly. I get a sense of an answer, but it leads me somewhere else. It seems like instead of fear of what could happen, it seems to be that it is, what do I gain from this behavior? And I'm getting more of an answer on that one. So I'm going to explore that side of things. What do I gain out of sabotaging myself and not following what I truly want? Oh shit, I've done the wrong paper. Damn it. I'll keep that one. Sabotaging. Sabotaging, what I get from it is obvious and easily findable. I get instability of mind. I get a lesser vitality and health. I get to age quicker. What else do I get from it? Okay. Go back and see the feeling of that question. What do you gain from sabotaging yourself? I gain to remain the person I believe I am, or I believe I am supposed to be, which of course is false. I'm not supposed to be that at all. Do you get anything else? Do you get pity from people for your ailments? No, not particularly. No, I used to a bit more, but not now. And I don't look for it. Because the ailments trigger more shame than they do the need for attention. I wish I didn't have to even think about them. So has that answered the question enough of what do I gain from sabotaging myself? it's mentally disturbing, isn't it? To me it is, because the answers make no sense at all. Doing this, I am a loser on every answer that I have given for it. I lose because I age quicker, because by not going to bed early, I also miss out on vitality, which would spontaneously make me do things like Qigong exercises, which I do love, or breathing exercises. Oh, I haven't got time for them now, I haven't got time. Okay, let's see. Aging quicker, yes, because I then feel really tired, because I'm always forcing myself to do what I don't want to do and procrastinating doing it. It takes a lot of energy to do that, and that's energy I cannot spend then creatively. This is hard, it's hard because it shows me I'm a work in progress, I'm a real work in progress. But this is hard to admit, because it's a behavior, I don't know if nonsensical means that, as in nonsense. It's nonsense. Why do I do it? I must stop now. Of course I must stop now. But will I stop now? No, it's been days. I'm working on it, trying to do it, and achieving it sometimes, and many times not achieving it. Oh, I beat myself up about it. Is that much of a gain, or is that just holding on to a pattern of behavior? Not a pattern, but a choice of behavior. Now we're sliding slowly onto the belief that I deserve to suffer. Yes, it is there, the root of the whole thing. Yes, it needs to suffer is there. And what about the worth? There is a little bit of that echo. Those bloody feelings, they hang on so strongly. Yes, I don't deserve to have a good life. I must suffer because I'm unworthy. Okay, let's go on to the unworthiness. Why am I unworthy? Why do I believe I am unworthy? Why do I believe I am unworthy? I'll pause for a minute. Why do I believe I am unworthy? Okay, one of the reasons is because I was not shown my worth when I was younger. But that's a result of something rather than being the truth. Why else would I be unworthy? Because I've never been worthy, but that's not an answer, is it? That's just a belief again. I'm bored of accusing the Catholic religion for most of my negative feelings. But of course there is some of that in there. As we know, we are born unworthy, sinful, and all the rubbish, which is why I despise this religion, even though it does have some good points. Okay, shall we leave that there? Let's go back to the original questions. Now I've explored the gain from this behavior. I don't think there's anything more that I gain from it, other than a miserable life. Yes, I enjoy a miserable life. Yes, do I? Oh, yes, I love it, don't I? Yes, I hate laughing. I love crying and being miserable. That's my favorite thing, isn't it? No, it's not. Of course not. Okay, leave it there for the moment. What are you scared of would happen? Tiens-toi droite. What are you scared of would happen if you started acting with the belief you are worthy of a good life and of following your needs, which are to go to bed early and do spiritual things during the day which you do not allow yourself to do. I've forgotten the beginning of the question. What are you scared of would happen if you follow this way of life? God, my mind is really trying to lock me out there, not letting me get any answers. What am I afraid would happen? What am I afraid would happen? I need to carry on rapping, yes, but if I rap, I can't think at the same time. Come on, just a last effort without rapping. What are you afraid would happen if you followed your joyfulest way of life? Okay, relax as you do that. Relax everything you can think of relaxing. At the moment, all I feel is a non-founded fear of if I change, I won't know who I am, or I won't know what the future will bring. Because at the moment, the future, even though it's not, I'm planning it to bring me misery, because that's what I'm choosing subconsciously. So what am I afraid would happen if I followed the way of life I truly want to follow? Okay, one fear comes is criticism from people around me. So there is a thing that I would be told I'm not working hard enough if I followed my passions and my excitements in the moment. But then I do already blame myself of that anyway, so that wouldn't be new. What else? Okay, people's criticism. Okay, I think I might be afraid, so I don't entirely feel it yet, that other people would be jealous of me, because they would see that I'm happy and that I don't actually care about them criticizing me anymore. Okay, yes. Quoi d'autre? What are you scared of? Tina, I can't answer that. What am I scared of? Would I... Well, there is the old thing that if it happened, I would be scared to get too used to feeling good and well inside myself. And when the shit would come, or rather the challenging moments of life, which are there because I haven't learned certain lessons yet, I would not be able to handle it. I somehow maybe have the belief that I am stronger minded when I am negative and protected with the negative mind. But if I was to be happy and well, I would be more vulnerable to what might happen around me. And as you can think straight away, it is false, because we are stronger when we are well in ourselves. We can cope better with things. Okay, is there anything else I am afraid of? How long have we done? 14 minutes, that's long enough, isn't it? Anything else I'm afraid of? Jealousy of people, criticism of others, and not being able to cope with bad things. Also, it takes me on a path I think I haven't been on. Because as from what I have been in the past, and what I believe my past lives have been, even though now I'm pretty confused about past lives, because according to Bashar, they are happening here and now. So they are not in the past at all. because time is illusionary. But my past lives were mostly about suffering without but it doesn't make sense, because if we are one and we are everything, and the higher soul is a sort of substrate that has lots of little human lives hanging off it, of the same, so I'm here and maybe my past life is next to me, acting energetically in a similar way through fear, and then this past life. So in my past lives anyway, I feel I have always experienced the difficulty, the traitory of others, the being outcasted, being not accepted for who I was, not accepted for any talents, suffered things like the Japanese Hiroshima disaster and dying there, the potato famine in Ireland. It seems like all my past lives have been about suffering. Yeah, and the cathars as well. I mean, that, that's when that was addressed during kinesiology, something to do with the urethra. I've never had these infections ever since I found out that someone had betrayed me and I had been tortured as a cathar because I did all sorts of fucking disgusting things. The Catholics. So that's my belief, is I don't know what it's like to live a life where, regardless of having technology or not, I am choosing to act on my passions for my well-being, believing that I deserve. I've not lived it, and I know, because we are alive to learn or remember, that shit will always happen, if we want to call it shit, but we could call it challenge instead. So all I need to focus is not that fear of the future, but knowing that I can experience in this moment the feeling of knowing I am safe, breathing, and experiencing the joy of moving my body, of expressing and creating. And I thank this channel for being there as part of my development. Of course, I may choose not to change. I may choose to remain in this, but I will watch this video again and again and understand that I have a golden opportunity to change who I am now. And it is now or never to have the life of my dreams.